From metals on to banking, it looks like foreign banks in the country are having a rough time. Well, that's at least what Citibank's view is, especially when there is a global pressure for them to perform in India, which is a lucrative market. But in an appeal to the RBI, Citi today said that they need more licenses and much more pragmatism on behalf of the central bank.
Citi is losing sleep globally. With billion-buck write-offs and revamps, India is one of the few markets where it's making money. No wonder Sanjay Nayar, the bank's India chief, is a little desperate. He wants policy makers to let him expand his business. According to Citigroup, its India balance sheet is a whopping $36 billion. But India now contributes only 8% to its consolidated revenues, dropping sharply from the earlier 27%. 80% of Citi's domestic business currently comes from off-balance sheet and non-core exposures like wealth management and investment banking. Citi's chief is therefore asking for flexible laws that will allow him to open more branches and ATMs.
The key issue here really is really the ability to generate deposits. We just cannot lend on the back of capital. I think a lot of foreign banks will be happy to commit to a universal bank model if they got some equality in terms of a level playing field.
Going forward, there are three options which Citi could adopt to find a better footprint. Either wait for the banking sector to liberalize further in 2009, when the quota for branch licenses for foreign banks will be stepped up to 18. Or they may set up more subsidiaries which will allow them greater access to capital. Citi is even open to buying a public sector bank if given the approvals.
So I think the inability to expand market access through ATMs and branches, the inability to scale up our balance sheet because of lack of local capital when you're playing in the local market, I think is a big issue.
It's practically the first time that top honchos of Citigroup in India have shared critical numbers like the size of the balance sheet and how severely constrained they are in terms of market access and raising of capital. At $36 billion, Citigroup is bigger than some of India's private sector banks put together. A fact that India's policy makers will have to take more seriously once the space in the Indian banking sector opens up post-2009. In Hyderabad, Sapna Das for NDTV.